Can you see where I am? Brand placement today. Local Asda. Nice name drop. So, welcome back everybody. Back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And let's get into it. Okay, well, I panicked a little because I thought I had lost my car keys, which would have been a huge disaster. So what do I want to go through this week? I want to talk about what I've been doing over sort of the last two, and that is the oMAD I Must Be Mad diet. What does that stand for? oMAD is 1 meal a day, which is basically as it says on the tin, having 1 meal a day every day for the past 2.5 weeks. And that meal usually comes at the 24-hour mark for me personally, which is quite a long time to not eat anything. But you can have obviously water and 0-calorie drinks and tea and stuff like that during the day. I still do my workouts, I still go for the walks and everything like that. And then it comes to about the 23 to 24-hour mark, start making food, and then usually just consume all the calories that I need to have that day in like a 2 to 4 hour window. But usually it's about 2 to 3 hours. And it's been leaving me in a calorie deficit. I think I could quite safely say that. And I'm just going to talk about how I found it. So you might be asking yourself, why would you put yourself through
not allowed to do
that
visual
torture or seemingly torturous process? And for me, it's two parts, I guess. One, just curiosity and goal setting to see if I can do it, and two, is a sort of like a weight loss or fat loss burning experiment to see if I can get my body fat percentage down to in the region of 10 to 15%. I think at the moment it is, or I think it's on the boundary of 15%, but I want to see if I can get that any lower. And it's also just about creating a new routine and exercising the discipline muscle. So my day would typically start out with a fast. Well, the whole day is a fast pretty much, and I won't eat until usually around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, as that's when the 24-hour mark usually comes due. And I'll have my supper, my dinner, which will consist mostly of protein, well, heavy on the protein side, and I will try and limit the carbs to cruciferous type vegetables, and then I will usually follow that up with a snack of some sort for dessert, like chopped watermelon or some Greek yogurt mixed with cacao powder, which does give it a bit of a, if you don't use any sweetener, it does give a bit of a bitter taste, and it's not for everybody, but I kind of fool myself into thinking it's chocolate mousse, and for the most part it seems to be working. I might throw in some blueberries or some raspberries or blackberries, and that does it for the day basically. So that is pretty much what my day consists of. So I've been doing it now for a little over 2 weeks, and I have noticed some differences. Maybe if I'm savvy enough, I'll be able to put a juxtaposition of some before and after photos somewhere in this video. So is it sustainable long term? I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, my target weight is gonna be down to around 70 kilos, and the lowest I've measured so far is 74.2. So I've got another four and a half kilos maybe to go, but I am going on holiday in a couple of weeks, which is going to I think make it a little bit difficult to carry this style of eating. Although, or maybe not, we'll see. But it may just stunt the progress somewhat. So I've got 2 weeks till holiday. In those 2 weeks, I'm sure I could probably drop another 2 kilos. And yeah, I mean, what are the benefits? For me personally, I don't. I mean, I do feel hungry during the day, but then when I do finally get to eat, I mean, you're satiated for a long time. So I do feel quite full up for hours. Like typically, by the time I go to bed, it still feels like I've got a full stomach. So I don't know if that's a side effect of like your stomach shrinking or something like that. My caloric intake has been limited to probably around between 1,500 to 2,000 in just that one sitting. So it does leave me, I think, a little bit of a deficit, particularly if you take into consideration daily walking, like an hour worth of walking and then some high intensity workouts thrown in there. It will put you at a deficit. And what else would I say is a benefit? Well, aside from giving my digestive tract a time to rest and going through all the other benefits that come with fasting, such as autophagy and sort of just the general reset that your body goes through with fasting, the fat burning, I suppose, the ketogenesis, and everything else. I think that's mostly what I have to gain from it. Keeping insulin levels and at a low or pretty steady throughout the day, and yeah, that's what I take from it. So would I carry it on going forward? I think I will, invariably adopt some sort of fasting and incorporate that for the long term. But with the oMAD or the 1 meal a day, I don't think I would use it, every day for the long term. I think I will resume a much more balanced approach at some point in the future. Once I'm done with this experiment, I'll probably go back to 2 to 3 meals a day, but still keep it at, in terms of calories, try and keep that consistent anyway. So once I get to my target goal, I'll keep you guys updated as to how it went, how long it took to get to that body fat percentage, and maybe I'll have some comparisons as well to give in the future of like before and after. So if you have any questions about how I deal with the hunger pains and the cravings, and what type of foods I'm eating to keep things low calorie or low carb, shall I say, yeah, just drop a comment. I'll try to get back to everybody that has a question. And that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.